What's up guys, my name is Daniel and welcome back on this channel. So we are here once again on the Bitcoin chart. After we have seen this fake out to the downside out of this range below these range lows, we have seen a massive rise to the upside, building higher highs and higher lows, building a lot of liquidity to be honest. But during all these weeks there was no real short setup and we just continued back to the upside again, ultimately to run into this resistance here from this top to the downside. Here we had the 618 and 66 and the 786 is right here at the top together with this local point of control. And this is basically where we topped out for now. So this 618 and 66 region here has been holding as support simultaneously. While this was resistance, we were building here this small range here inside. And today we are seeing a small breakdown from here. To be fully transparent, I want to say that I was not long from down here, but I entered in my long somewhere down there. And my idea was that we were going completely to the upside and touch these regions here again. So we have a full rotation back to the upside. This could obviously still happen, but for now we have seen just a rise to the 786, so like 80% of the target was hit. And now we are seeing a small pullback. And now the question is, will this pullback here lead to a complete rotation back to the downside, which would obviously wreck a lot of people and be very, very bearish? Or is this just like a small retracement somewhere into here, and from there then we can continue to pump to the upside? At this moment both can still happen. Nothing is excluded, but for the moment, and because I didn't enter my long down there, but here instead, I have now closed my long positions and opened some shorts because I expect either a small retracement and then like a range and then break back to the upside, which could be possible, or a bigger retracement to the downside and maybe even then pump from there. But at that time I will then close my short simply and open some longs again. So let's take a look at what exactly happened yesterday. For that I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So yesterday we were still trapped inside of this range here. We were already building lower highs, and then the stock market opened, and at 20 o'clock in German time we had the Fed decision about the interest rates. Those were unchanged, but still the markets reacted a bit bearishly. We had one final pump to the upside here at 2030. This was also in the 618 from this top to this bottom here, and had a nice liquidity grab into this golden pocket area. From there on out we had a massive drop. For now we then have taken out these lows here, swing failured them. Also this was in the golden pocket from this low, pulled to this high here, touched the 618, and from there had then a pump, reclaimed this level here back, and then continued to go up. And to show you what I thought yesterday, I have posted this picture here on my in my story on Instagram, and I thought that we were very likely to continue to go up now because of the swing failure pattern into the golden pocket, and that we are going to at least touch these highs here, if not go higher. Obviously that didn't turn out as planned. So yes, we went up here, but in the end we just went into this point of control here. This liquidity grab here was also perfectly into the value area high. We just continued the pump into the point of control. From there on we then simply built a range, built another lower highs here, and then today I woke up and saw that we have basically retraced everything of this back again, and now are below currently. Also this looked a bit like a descending triangle, So I thought we were having this fake out to the downside and then a breakout to the upside. That didn't happen. We stayed in this triangle for a little bit lower, and now this broke down to the downside. And yeah, should we reclaim this law of this triangle here and hold it, that would be pretty bullish. And then, to be honest, I would probably change my buys again and not think that we might go lower and simply jump into a smaller long this time and then look for another rotation to the upside. But in my opinion, this is currently not very likely because we have, like I said, a load of liquidity here and a lot of higher lows that we could potentially take out. We have already taken out this low here. So we have already made a lower low, and yeah, also we are now pretty far away from this triangle to be a fake out. Of course, it could still happen. I'm not excluding this, but at the moment, not very likely for me. So where did the price now fall to? Or where are the next support areas that we could look for? Yeah, first of all, we have this old high here from this upwards consolidation that could come into play. Also, we have there the Fibonacci golden pocket from this low pulled to this high. Can delete this to make it a little bit more visually appealing. So yeah, then we have this 382 from the overall low to the overall high is also around this area. And if we pull this fixed range, we can also see the value area high is up here where we rejected yesterday. The point of control is basically where we are right now, where we saw a small bounce for now. And the value area low comes in much lower. So this here is definitely our first support box, and down there we have the second. If I zoom out now, I also want to show you this fixed range pull. Here we have the point of control and value area low, basically here in this lower box, and the value area high is where the price is right now. And yeah, to be honest, this is a very, very interesting place, because should this first area here not hold and we don't get the push from here back to the upside, then we simply have acceptance back into this value area high. First, we had this pump, the value area high hold it as resistance, then broke above, had another push to the upside, and if we fall down now back below this value area high, we could see another rotation to the point of control or the value area high if we see here the bearish market structure continue. Also, we have this high here, which is basically, let me just clean this up very quickly. So we have this old high here from this range where we had then a fake out, came back below, and this is a very important level together with this value area high here. And yeah, it first has held as resistance, then broke above, held as support, and now are a little bit below it. So also very interesting. And yeah, these are basically the reasons for my switch from bullish to bearish. We are now here at the first support. We also have this older range here, which is holding the price up currently. But for the moment, this doesn't look very strong. And I could definitely see us at least range here for a little bit more and then maybe go to the upside. Or we range here, make a fake out, and then drop back down lower to our next support. And lastly, I wanna tell you that in trading, it isn't always about being 100% right. You should definitely be right more often than be wrong. That is obvious, but you can be right every time. And if you are right and in a winning position, but then recognize that the market conditions have changed and that the trade might run against you, then you should take action and actually close the trade and enter a counter trade. This is what a profitable trader is. And yeah, being able to consistently monitor the markets and change your buys if needed, if conditions change. This is the most important thing in trading. So let me summarize what my last thoughts here would be. I think this breakout to the downside of this local range here is legit. I don't think we will reclaim this and then go back up. Could be, obviously, but yeah, my more likely scenario would be that we either stay here somewhere, build still a higher low compared to these highs here, and then go back up, or simply have a bigger rotation to the downside into the golden pocket area, and maybe from there we can then go back up to the upside. Also, to help you understand the markets is watching the S&P 500 or the ES here. Here we also have seen a pretty large decline in price yesterday. We broke down from this local range here into the point of control and now are entering this value area low, which to be honest isn't the biggest support, and I would say that more downside is a little bit more likely around these areas here. And in the worst case, it could even be that this doesn't hold and we are going down even lower, where we have all of these lows here as well. And yeah, there could also be a pretty dramatic drop if we see this, and of course this will pull down the crypto markets with it. This would be like either maybe a 5% drop or a 10% or more drop, and this is pretty heavy for the stock market. Also simultaneous oh my god, I can't pronounce this. Also we saw yesterday the DXY pumping very hard. We ran into this golden pocket locally here, built a higher low, but then reclaimed here this monthly level. We are here in a big resistance zone, but the low of this resistance zone held as support, and we saw another push to the upside above this old high here, and are now still holding and ranging above this. And this looks very strong. I definitely wouldn't short this. We are at massive resistance here and we have more resistances above, but yeah, another push to the upside, 2% on the DXY. That this is very heavy, and is overall pretty bearish for the stock market and crypto markets, of course. Okay, that was it. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like and comment if you like this video. And another disclaimer, I have now opened my own Discord community. And yeah, I post here every update in real time as it happens to my community. For now, we are only 4 members, but I'm looking forward for every one of you if you would like to join. And here I post updates about Bitcoin every time, multiple times a day, and sometimes some stocks. We have a general chat where we can just chat. I also informed my my members here. I closed my Bitcoin long and do think we will get a retracement now. So yeah, you can join if you would like. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Bye.